I'll just call him Dad.
Call him Dad. Call him what you need to, because, oh man.
Alvaro going in with that interesting bowler deck. It looks like it has Expo counters in mind.
Yeah, let's see. So he does have all the makings of Giant Bowler Lightning at the moment, so we'll see if the rest of it fills out to be that. Whereas we have a Chip Miner deck with a lot of defense in it.
Oh, he had to pull those guards with the Tombstone.
If you guys are awaiting game sound, I think we'll be getting it momentarily here. Can't hear it myself. There we go.
Alvaro with the Giant in the back. He does have the bowler against the Royal Giant.
Oh, wow.
Dad's Mega Minion is just shredding apart everything with that Royal Giant tanking.
All right, Giant Musketeer coming in right now, and that Giant's going to be getting mad swings off. Bowler's coming to back it up, and will he target Tower or Ice Wizard? Looks like guards are deployed. That's going to distract him for a bit. Mr. Man's dead, wiping his head, shaking it off.
Looks like a pretty even match right now, but he does have Royal Giant, and Alvaro doesn't really have the proper answers to that. He does have a Tombstone, but that's not going to tank too much for him, unfortunately. And with that Mega Minion tanking on the Royal Giant, Dad's Mega Minion just shreds him apart. Sending in that Miner, he's trying to get value to that Mega Minion, but with that Musketeer, it's going to get shut down.
All right, the Bowler in time to mount the push here. Alvaro with the Lightning Spell under his belt if he's got that ready. It'll shave a couple hundred off, but he's got to get some more damage dealt. Luckily, Mr. Mans doesn't have a defense to pull the Giant, and it's not like that Mini P.E.K.K.A. Musketeer and Mega Minion combo, but still 0 swings with guards Ice Wizard.
You were absolutely right about the Lightning right there. I think he should have played it a little bit earlier when the Mega Minion was still in play. But this is looking good for Alvaro right now.
It seems like he's really had the fight on Dad's side the entire time. Holy cow, I see his rumbling. Oh man, that Royal Giant came in hot.
But despite the Royal Giant locking onto the tower, did you know that you could actually plant the Tombstone right on top of the Giant? It's the only building that can cause him to retarget.
The Royal Giant, or the regular Giant?
The Tombstone
onto
the Royal Giant.
Oh yeah. And the cannon can bump him when he's like in the middle of your base.
Yeah. But the Tombstone is the only building that can do that when the Royal Giant's from the river.
That is pretty crazy right there. So that's round 1. It felt good. We're going to be going into the next one here, and they're going to be requesting up. Let's see if either of our opponents go ahead and change their decks here.
Yeah, Alvaro just didn't have the right answers at the right time against the Royal Giant. It was basically the primary damage dealer.
Yeah.
So Dad is going in with a minor guard play again, and the guard's just going to chip away, but Alvaro defends with the Tombstone. Looks like Alvaro has a different deck now. He has the Knights going in, but it's not going to tank for the Mega Minion, so he had to send in the Miner.
All right, and kicking that off, we've got that Mega Minion, Ice Wizard, and Guard is just a massive amount of defense there.
That was a value fireball right there, but then again, he's sending in the Royal Giant, and Alvaro only has minions to answer that. So that Royal Giant's just going to keep chipping and chipping away.
Royal Giant, tough. I mean, he doesn't have a defense, or he's got the Tombstone, but I mean, that's what, 2 shots?
Basically, it's better to play it on top of the Royal Giant, just because once it tanks to the tower, then the skeletons spawn and they start chipping away on the Giant.
Yeah.
Mega Minion to counter those guards, it's not going to be very effective, but with the Knight there, it did a pretty good job.
So now, actually with, I mean, more or less they have the same supporting hands. And the Royal Giant, so Alvaro's got a chip down. I wonder what his last card's going to be in this one, because I can't really predict that deck.
Yeah.
It almost looks like it could be 3 muskets, right? With the Knight and the Miner.
Yeah, he does have 2 mini tanks in there, so that could be a very possibility.
Is he just going to whip that out?
Alvaro might just wait for the next 20 seconds. Once it hits double elixir time, then...
If he does, I'm just going to start predicting things on my channel. I'm not even.
You predicted 7 decks today. This is ridiculous. So that miner is slowly chipping away at Alvaro's tower, and Dad will have a Royal Giant soon, and there's not many defenses that Alvaro has against the Royal Giant.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the Royal Giant gameplay. It seems fresh again after, like, it was like the Giant poison for a while, but when he's balanced, I don't mind it. You have to really work to get that damage.
Yeah.
He only does, I believe, like 160 a shot, so it's nothing like super crazy.
Those skeletons going in, they're not going to be supported because those guards will take them out. What that Lava Hound gets to answer right now with an Ice Spirit and Mega Minion, that might...
Oh, this is a good push here. So it was the Lava Hound deck. I didn't even, I looked at it wrong.
Basically, Dad just has to zap the tower, or he's just going to go in for miner right now. There's nothing he can do. With that nice Knight mispredicted, either way, he would have had zap, so that is good game for round number 2.
Man, Alvaro never had a chance to really get that Lava Hound push going.
Yeah.
He was always on the defensive.
It's a very interesting deck, and getting a Lava Hound past the tower is very hard, especially when there's an Ice Wizard and a Mega Minion.
Yeah. The Ice Wizard and Mega Minion and guards was just the ultimate defense.
The Mega Minion just shreds away at the Lava Hound, and then one hits the Lava Pups.
And then the Ice Wizard just making all that take so much longer as soon as it does pop right there. But I didn't see enough Lava Hounds to make that a Lava Hound victory. So we'll jump into round 3 and see if Dad will use the same deck again, and will Alvaro change a 3rd time.
That Ice Wizard is just so much value for Dad right now.
Yeah.
With the 35% slow.
Can we just call him Mans? We'll see.
I knew that was going to bother you. That's why I've been referring to him this whole time.
Mr. Mans.
Mans it is.
Okay.
Mans countering that miner with the mini P.E.K.K.A very flawlessly.
Yeah, Andy predicted the side with it. So when you do mini P.E.K.K.A, would you place it on a corner or in the middle? Because the corner you can cover 2 sides with it.
Well, after the miner got reduced back to 1 second deploy time, you can actually
just wait to see where it goes?
Exactly. You have to have lightning quick reflexes though.
Yeah, because you have to have it hovered and then drag quick and drop.
Exactly.
So that they spawn in.
A quarter of a second.
Yeah, because once his timer starts going, as long as he sees another unit, he'll start attacking that one.
Yep.
But what just happened there to lose half a tower? Minion Horde.
Looks like Alvaro was playing the
oh, here we go. This is going to be good. Mini P.E.K.K.A, but the goblins are behind the tower right there, and that's going to be damage. That's going to be damage.
Look at that mini P.E.K.K.A just struggle around the tower, stuttering left and right.
It was like, oh, wow. A miner's there, but now he's dead.
So now he's going to counterattack with that mini P.E.K.K.A. Is it going to reach the tower? With those minion hordes, it's going to shred away, but the mini P.E.K.K.A gets 1 hit in, 2 hits in.
2 hits off the mini P.E.K.K.A. Right now we are seeing mad offensive plays.
Wow.
Okay. Now it's back. It's not even really Alvaro's turn to attack. He's down Elixir. He's going to log that. Tower will finish it off if nothing else comes in.
Yep.
And here
Miner
comes the
going in for the final push. Counters with the...
Boom.
Oh, that was a very good placement, though.
Yeah.
Just the tile off.
1 tile off of the corner, which would have aggroed that miner.
That was a very interesting counter. Just deal with it immediately before you can even...
So I'm going to put my Skarmy over there.
Yeah. But that miner still did the full 400 or 500 damage on the tower.
Goblin Barrel. He's using the guards for the Goblin Barrel, which is smart, so that he could save for that minion.
That would have done a little bit more damage if Alvaro just put the Goblin Barrel in the center of the tower, just spreading out everything.
The defensive minion horde
Lightning for the first time from Mans.
And he's going to have to use it a couple more times if he wants to stay in this one or get to that tower. But look at this here. Skeleton army coming in. Miner on the tower. We'll see the Goblin Barrel fly next. Oh, no. Oh, it flies in his home turf.
Wow.
Defensive Goblin Barrels are generally warranted only as a last resort for defense. But that did stop the Miner with enough to save a lightning hit.
That's one of the first times I've seen a value.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It stopped it with enough to save. Well, he has 15 seconds. He can probably get back.
Yeah.
Right? Have you ever seen that Worth
I've never seen it Worth until that point, but look at this. He actually had to plant. Oh my goodness. He's going to have to say, does he have a log?
Oh, one.
Not even.
Oh, that is buzzer beater log right there. Love that log. No, back to the same spot.
Planting it back in the same spot. Alvaro needs to change it up a bit. Maybe in the inside.
You gotta say that's a little bit of bad luck there. Even a quarter of a second, and he would have this one already.
Well, that's our first time seeing Inferno Tower.
Yeah. All right, Miner's coming back down. Goblin Barrel, will he put it again? Oh, he puts it in the front this time. That's going to be better because he's been putting it in the back. He put the Goblin Barrel in the front, but it still got taken out by the Mega Minion. All right. Guards. Oh, they're going to go down pretty quick. Mini Pekka cannot get a swing. It won't.
Wow. 1 minute has passed and they haven't touched each other's towers yet.
This is crazy. Could we see our first draw after seeing our first 3 crown the match before?
Yeah. Alvaro keeps planting the Golden Barrel in the same spot, so he doesn't even need to react to it. He just has to predict it, I guess.
Just wait for it.
Look at that Miner going in for value. The Mini Pekka, not with the Skarmy. It's going to distract all those single targeting units.
The Minion Horde can provide crazy value, but it keeps getting taken out here. Let's see about this time.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the Ice Spirit was placed where the Mega Minion could hit it before it jumps. That's a deep.
Right in the same spot? Pretty close in the same spot.
He loves that corner.
Yeah.
Then the guards do too, because they just are like, all right, it's coming right here, boys.
We're
I mean, Elvro's chipping, but a minute 24 is not enough for Lightning to take out.
I think Alvaro could chip a little bit better if he just planted the guards more, or the Goblin Barrel in the center.
Yeah, because then at least they get like one that jab each.
Yeah.
All right, center, please.
Center.
Please.
Alvaro.
Oh my gosh, we need to have a talk after this. The prodigy of Spain has been using.
That actually wasn't bad. The 2 goblins got 2 stabs each, so that was quite a lot of damage on there.
Yeah, he needs.
Look at that value log.
Wow.
I love the log.
It's if he had
Sorry, I love the log.
You love the log. If Dad had Zap, that skeleton army defense that he's been doing every time right here like this against the he's logged then, of course, but that skeleton army would have failed way harder. See, now we put it down instead.
Yeah. That's not too bad.
All right, 30 seconds.
Gonna go in with a clutch.
He's got a Goblin Barrel, Miner, and then Fireball. Fireball right on top of it.
Now he can Fireball for sure. That's actually pretty good.
Fireball.
1 stab.
And this will take us into some later gameplay here, right there.
A 5.5
Alvaro
minute game takes the game with the Fireball.
That was a
chip
mouthful,
damage.
and I had our loudest moment of the entire stream so far with that overtime making log.
Yeah, it destroyed the log, took out that tower right at.
I almost thought it was going to say game over, and then it rolled through. I was like, okay.
It was almost like the animation glitched.
Yeah.
In Alvaro's favor. Or
if that log didn't recently receive a speed increase, Alvaro won.
Supercell's fault.
Yeah, it's rigged. Just kidding. Okay, please don't. Right now we are covering the Alvaro and Mr. Man's Dad matchup. We'll see how the contestants do. A lot of Hypnotiki fans in the chat. Obviously, we started this whole group with him. He went to the loser's bracket right away, and then I believe is fighting back, but we'll check in. I haven't seen the updated scores on
You guys can actually check the bracket, &bracket in the Twitch chat.
Yep.
So that'll kind of give you guys more detail on what's going on.
So you can see why we're broadcasting, who we are, and where everybody is. Obviously, we'll show you the finals of this group, but it wouldn't make sense to show the same players twice when there are 32 playing.
Yep. What is the score right now? It's 2 for Mans.
And 1 for Alvaro.
Yep. Come on.
So, anybody's game. I mean, it's harder for Alvaro, but... Okay. All right. Just getting a quick update there as we jump into the next one. Some matches on the bracket say 0-0, I believe is what we were saying, and that will be updated if you're checking. Public service announcement. Okay, let's see what changes this time. So far it looks like, ooh.
Alvaro back with a giant deck.
That's risk. Oh, an Inferno Tower. That wasn't in the other deck.
Alvaro is going to have a hard time getting that giant and bowler past the Inferno Tower. And with the guards, it's just going to distract all those single targeting units.
He should have grabbed that giant Valkyrie Sap Arrows deck.
Yeah.
That thing wrecks these minor spam decks. It never feels good. Like, it'll take it out, but putting a Mega Man down when the miner's like already swinging, it's just like 3 swings.
I hate when there's a guard still in the map. That one guard without a shield still did so much damage to the tower just because of that miner.
Just like a skeleton. It's arrows against the Mega Minion. Maybe
he
because
really didn't want that damage on the tower.
he must just know that he's like, well, he's got a bowler, a musketeer. I have nothing else to arrow. I may as well save my hit.
That's probably the only time we'll ever see him use arrows.
Yeah, unless to save a Mega Minion hit because he doesn't want it to come down to lightning spells.
A little bit far behind on the bowler plant. Otherwise, it could have shut down those guards completely, but...
So if Alvaro has it, we haven't seen a tombstone pop up in his deck.
He does have lightning, so we should expect a lightning on the Inferno Tower very soon.
There's the musketeer placed, so she can target. Oh, and the counter lightning takes the musketeer and damages the bowler. And the Mega Minion, this could do work.
Look at that bowler just doing his own thing, bowling it down slowly. He got, what, 4 hits down there?
I was kind of surprised it didn't target the Mega Minion there.
5 hits.
It almost looked like it was right in front.
That was the most value bowler in this entire match.
Wow.
That did so much damage, and bullets don't even have that much damage. I mean, they are strong, but not that strong. Guards going in.
Yeah, let's be real. There's the tombstone for the first time, just to stop a couple guard jabs.
I think that bowler would have taken care of most of it.
Yeah. In the heat of the moment, though, the being in those chairs is totally different.
On top of the podium with everyone's watching.
Very similar poses, I'll add, that these two players have while they're playing. We've seen some dramatic differences today. On the screen, you guys can see. It's the little things.
Man's going in with that miner plant. That exact tile right there is where both towers can target the miner. So I wonder why he kind of chose that. Maybe he was expecting Alvaro to predict the miner. Typically, you only see those plays when the tower only needs 2 more hits left, but kind of expensive on his part.
Oh, what's the first time we've seen a 1
Are we
HP
gonna see the arrows a second time in this game? No.
Oh, the log will come in.
We're gonna see the log
and
instead.
That's gonna end it with Dad taking 3-1 the series. All right. It's not the prodigy of Spain that we hope for, but it's the prodigy we deserve. Congrats to Mr. Man's dad, flying out from Detroit, Michigan, out here to take this one in 4 games, 3-1. Thoughts?
That whole game, Alvaro's deck just couldn't get through the Inferno Tower, so he was already at a disadvantage.
It seems to be a repeating story today. No one's deck can get through the Inferno Tower.
It needs a nerf.
It's just, it lasts through the giant, through the bowler.
Yeah.
The musketeers.
It just has way too much health right now.
It takes an army to take that thing out.
Yeah.
We need to make the bomb tower great and the Tesla work, and...
I'm a balance expert, so I think the bomb tower needs to be at 80 seconds. Remember when it was at 60?
You're an expert.
That
I
wasn't
trust
enough.
you. When I went for 60?
60, that wasn't enough.
And the furnace can go back to 40. I'm okay with that. I don't think it needs to be 50. Well, every other spawner's 40, almost.
I hate playing the furnace.
It's like, we've seen it earlier in like Group 1 more. The furnace comes out, and then you have to immediately respond to it. It requires attention, and then you most often are going to be like, all right, I may as well mount an attack. And they're like, great, that's exactly what I want. And then they just defend and then push back.
You can never ignore the furnace. There's always those stream coming in, and even if one Fire Spirit gets a chip on the tower, that's almost a fireball. Just because they don't have that 40% crown damage reduction.
Yeah, you can't ignore furnace. It's like ignoring a barb hut. I mean, obviously people don't just throw barb huts out these days, but like.
Oh, I don't miss those barb huts in the lower arenas.
Right, just a barb in the front, a spear gob hut in the back.
Yeah.
Sit back, let it work. Have like a giant skeleton in case something happens.
Oh yeah, I remember the giant. Yeah. Do you remember when the giant skeleton had what was it, 1 second explode time? Now it's like 2.5 or something like that.
Just the instantaneous.
Yeah, back then that was.
They still have to walk around the bomb though, so most units still get killed.
Yeah.
Unless like minions can fly back quickly.
Yeah, the minions do fly back, and it depends how you position your barbarians.
Yeah. Remember when the tombstone spawned giant skeletons?
No. That was amazing.
If only it made it to the live build. Well, so let's see. Stay positive and stream Hypnotiki. I want to pull some stats and see how people are doing here. So we are 3 rounds deep into group number 2. We'll be sending 4 more people on to the final 16 today. And then tomorrow, 8 additional people who have played, 8 out of the 64.
For the people tuning in, what are the grand prizes for the finals are happening on Sunday.
Finals are happening on Sunday around, I think, midday, Paris time. So it's going to be first place is $5,000 or euro, I assume, since we're in Europe. I swear it said dollars on the website, though. But 5,000 2,500 second, 1,500 third, and 1,000 for fourth.
That's a lot of pressure on Sunday.
Yeah.
And that was a 16-player bracket for that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a quarter of the people walk away with a chunk of change
Yeah. That was
and get the graveyard.
So there's going to be Procol, Pavelfi, Max, and HZ.
Yeah.
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 Those are the 4 players from this morning that
we've seen. I've just been looking at some of the matches. A lot of you guys have mentioned. Who was the other Shanghai player who's playing right now? Who did well with
QW.
Yeah, QW just 3-0'd a couple people.
I wish we had time to review that.
He just steamrolled with the Lava Hound. That deck, if he's unstoppable with it, I could see him in the final as one of the people here.
We were looking at the deck earlier, and he kind of adapted. It's a variant of his Shanghai deck where there's a Mega Minion, and there's a new card as well in there. There's something else. The
log.
The log.
It wasn't that. It wasn't out or usable
That's
yet.
kind of the mark of a good player when you have the adaptability of just changing with the meta all the time.
So we'll be right back with you guys for the next matchup, but we have to do a quick break here, get everything switched over and all the different battles accounted for, and update the bracket. We'll be right back with you guys in a few.
We'll be right back soon.